So, here is why Snoop Dogg will forever be more relevant than Eminem. It's because Snoop Dogg, he focuses more on being a character than a rapper. He doesn't want to be known as just a rapper. He wants to be a celebrity. His goal is to always stay relevant. When it comes to being Snoop Dogg, at this point, he's more of a character than he is a rapper. It's like there's kids out there that most of them haven't even heard a song from Snoop Dogg, and yet they know who he is. He's constantly in TV shows. He's on TV every week, every day. He's in commercials. He's everywhere. He's relevant on IG. See, he focuses on the business side of being a rapper. That's what Eminem doesn't do. It's like when Eminem comes out with an album, once he's done pushing that album, he goes into fucking hiding. That's what I mean by Snoop Dogg will forever be more relevant than fucking Eminem. It's like, I'm not talking about them as rappers when it comes to who has a bit of lyrics, who has a bit of music. I'm talking about when it comes to being more relevant in pop culture. I feel like Eminem has lost out on a lot of shit. The fact that he's a homebody, Snoop, he's always out there. This dude cooks with fucking Martha Stewart. This dude interviews fucking the Undertaker. This guy was on AEW TV. This dude flew off the fucking top rope. He was in a wrestling ring this year. What does that tell you? He constantly wants to be relevant. See, it's not all about the music. Snoop doesn't drop a damn song, then goes into fucking hiding. Snoop Dogg, he constantly makes more money and more money and more money. At this point, it feels like the past 5 years, he's made more money not doing music. More so than actually doing music. And that's a good thing. He does a great job of putting himself out there, trying to market himself as a character. He's more versatile than fucking Eminem. We rarely see Eminem. Why do you think that Snoop Dogg has a bigger following on IG than fucking Eminem? Snoop Dogg is actually entertaining. He takes advantage of his larger-than-life personality. His larger-than-life charisma. People love Snoop. People relate to Snoop. Why do you think he's in tons of beer commercials? You know that one song? How many of us have them friends? They show that shit every day. And yet, I feel like that should be Eminem. I don't think Eminem realizes how popular he fucking is. That should be Eminem focusing on being a character. At this point, I feel like LL Cool J is more relevant than Eminem. You know why? He's on TV every day. Literally, Eminem, LL Cool J is on TV every single day. He has his own TV show. See, LL doesn't want to be known as just a rapper. He wants to be known as a public figure, an entertainer. It's not all about the rapping. Now, who do I think had the better career as an artist? I gotta be honest. I gotta go with Snoop Dogg. Based on the fact that his ability to change up his style, his ability to adapt with the fucking times. You can't honestly say that Snoop Dogg is the same guy from the 90s that he is today. You can't say Snoop is the same guy from 10 years ago. He constantly tries to reinvent himself. Now, when it comes to music, I feel like Eminem, he might be a better rapper than Snoop, but he's not the better artist than Snoop. There's a huge difference between being a great rapper and being a great artist. Kanye West is a great artist. I can't see Kanye West as some kind of rap battle. That's what I mean. He is an artist. He has a great vision on what music he wants to put out there. He is a musical genius. He's an artist. Eminem is not an artist. He's a rapper. I never looked at Eminem as being a guy who is an artist, who is creative. I never seen him as a guy that tries to adapt with the times. It tries to change up his style. I feel like Eminem has been the same guy for the past 15 years. When it comes to Snoop changes all the time, man. He changes all the time. He went from being a gangster rapper to making songs with fucking Katy Perry. He went from that to making songs with all these pop artists. He's a different breed. He knows when to change and how to change and when is it time to adapt. So you can forever be relevant. I don't look at Snoop Dogg as a has-been. You know what I'm saying? He's too relevant. And it has nothing to do with music. See, Snoop, it's like, look, he doesn't have to constantly come out with songs to keep you talking about him, to keep you in his head. He doesn't need to come out with tons of songs, tons of features. He's on TV every day, keeping himself relevant. Every rapper's goal is to always stay relevant. Don't go into hiding. Keep your name in people's mouths. Keep yourself on television. That's what Eminem doesn't do. It's like this dude goes into, he drops a song, he goes into hiding for a whole year. That's what I mean. Snoop Dogg will forever be more relevant. Do I think Eminem is irrelevant right now? Yes, of course I do. Eminem is really irrelevant. I don't care how many records he sold. And now let's get back to all the records he sold. That's what I mean, but I feel like Eminem, he's one of the most overrated rappers of all time. And here's why. He's not versatile. Have you ever heard a nightclub actually bump a fucking Eminem song? I've been in tons of nightclubs where they are bumping Sensual Seduction. I'm not hearing no Eminem songs at no strip clubs, at no nightclubs. He is not versatile. He's the same guy every album. He doesn't drop no club bangers. He don't drop no car bangers. He plays songs where it's like, you can't really bump it. You gotta just play it on your fucking earphones. He has earphone music, okay? He has headphone music. He ain't got no club. You can't name me a Eminem club banger. Snoop Dogg is the better overall artist. Snoop Dogg made songs with fucking Charlie Wilson, fucking Eminem. He made songs with Charlie Wilson, fucking JT, Justin Timberlake. He made tons of songs with other artists, man. He is pretty versatile. And here's what I mean by him being overrated. It's like, I don't care how many songs he sold. I don't care how many albums Eminem sold. Because at the end of the day, hip-hop is a black sport. Hip-hop is a genre where it's dominated by African Americans. The fan base is mostly African Americans. Can you honestly say half of his record sales came from black people? See, when it comes to the black audience, they tell you whether or not you are relevant or not. They are the measuring stick because that's the genre you are in. You gotta cater to the black audience. I bet you, if you ask Eminem, what fan base do you care about the most? The white fan base or your black fan base? He will say he cares. He will say he cares more about his black fan base because his white fan base ain't going nowhere. But the black fan base, that's the fan base he has to try to impress. That's the measuring stick. They tell you or not whether you are relevant in this genre. Because hip hop is a black sport. That's a sport you got to cater to. Let's be honest. I've done research on this shit. Most of his record sales came from non-black people. So how can you say he's the greatest of all time if he's in a sport where it's a black sport? You got to impress your black audience. It's a black sport. You got to impress your black audience. Most of his sales come from non-black people. If your music ain't impressing the black audience, which is the audience that's mainly in your category, then how are you the GOAT? How are you the greatest of all time if your sales comes from non-black people? You know what I'm saying? That just means you're a pop artist. Let's just be real. It's kind of like MC Hammer. Back in his prime, mostly white people was buying his records, which kind of made him a pop artist more so than a rap star. You see what I'm saying? Just like Vanilla Ice. Most of his sales came from white people, which made him a pop star more so than a rap star, more so than a hip hop star. So where's the measuring stick? It's like when a person who ain't black tells me who's the best of all time, it's going to be hard for me to take your opinion seriously. Because are you biased towards Eminem because he's white? Are you biased because he's not black? That's what I mean. I don't think he's the best of all time. Eminem, he's maybe top 10. He ain't top 5, but he's top 10. He is not top 5. He's not versatile. You gotta be a complete artist in your genre to be top 5. He's not complete. He ain't. He's not complete. He has no club bangers. Most of his best songs are songs with like harsh lyrics, shock value lyrics. Like I want to put my wife in a. I see, he says songs where I want to put my wife in the back of my trunk. Shit like that. He's known for those songs. He's known for those hit songs from back in the day. Those shock jock songs. So, in my opinion, no. Eminem ain't the best of all time. He's not versatile. He's not L. Cool J. He ain't Tupac. He ain't Biggie. He ain't Jay-Z. He's not versatile. He has no club bangers. I don't know anybody who drives around in their car bumping Eminem's music. Nobody in the hood bumps his music. Nightclubs don't bump his music. The only Eminem song that I heard at a nightclub, and guess what? It wasn't his song. It was a song featuring Akon. He had a song with Akon. And he was featured in that song. It wasn't his song. He was featuring in that song. That was his only club banger that he's ever had. And he didn't own the song. So that should tell you something. See, when it comes to Snoop Dogg, still to this day, I still bump Snoop Dogg's music. From the 90s, from the mid 2000s, the early 2000s, he's versatile. Snoop can make a song called Beautiful. He can make a song called That Girl. Let's get blown. Sensual seduction. He can make a song called Still a G Thing. Dude, look it up. Snoop Dogg, he has more hit songs than Eminem. See, a lot of people don't know that. He has more hit singles than Eminem. Look it up. He has more hit songs. I don't care about album sales. I don't care about that. Album sales don't mean shit. Who has the more hit songs from those albums? Who has the more radio hits? You know what I'm saying? Who has the better mainstream songs? And so far, it's fucking Snoop Dogg. He has more longevity than Eminem. Snoop been around since the early fucking 90s. He has more longevity. He's still relevant 20 something plus years later. He's still just as relevant as he was in the fucking 90s. Let that sink in. Who has the better legacy when it comes to music and pop culture in general? I think it's Snoop Dogg. Because Snoop Dogg he doesn't need music to stay relevant. Eminem needs music to stay relevant. Once he starts making music, he stays in his house for a year. Snoop Dogg he's just a natural born entertainer. He will forever be more relevant than Eminem. That's all I'm saying. I'm done.